Okay, I rearranged. Hopefully this will take some of that yucky sound away. We'll see. Chapter 40. 2 hours later, as requested, Max reported to the briefing room. It was the same room where she'd first met her competition. Once again, the holographic map of the globe was rotating over the circular desk. Red spots glowed and throbbed all over the world. In Africa, the Amazon rainforest, Washington, D.C., London. She figured those were the trouble spots where the CMI was hoping to accomplish some kind of significant change. Carl and Isabel were in the room. So were the head judge and 8 strangers Max had never seen before. More strangers, Max thought. Now that she actually had some friends, kids her own age, she was a little wary of starting over with a new group that she knew nothing about. Max, said Isabel, welcome. It's time for you to meet your team. My team? Our benefactor handpicked these 8 ladies and gentlemen to assist you on your first mission, which you, of course, will help select. So, I get to pick the mission, but not the mission team? Well, these scientists and engineers are all tops of their fields, Max, said Carl. For instance, Dr. Sherpa here is an expert in quantum mechanics. Well, so's Yan. Professor Wong specializes in agricultural issues. Is she smarter than Hannah? Muttered Max. Mr. Agusi is a computer scientist. Well, that's Keto's department. Max, said Isabel, you're being difficult. Sorry. Sometimes I just can't help it. She turned to the group of esteemed scientists and engineers. Hi. Glad you could make it. Hope it wasn't a wasted trip, but, well, it might have been. She gestured to another one of those smoky ceiling domes shielding what had to be a security camera. Is our friend watching us? Which friend? Asked Isabel. You know, Mr. and Mrs. Benefactor. I'm not sure. I'd like to talk with him or her about my team. But these are the rules, added Carl. It is his team. Good. We settled that one, said Max. He's a he. She shook her head. Rules, restrictions, dictates. She liked those things as much as Einstein did, which was, not at all. She walked up to the camera. Hello, sir. I'm Max Einstein. And I can't wait to start changing things for the better. So, thanks for the vote of confidence. I'm eager to get started. Today, right now. Let's do it. Woohoo! She gave the camera a mighty arm pump. All the super serious scientists in the room were gawking at her, some with their mouths hanging open. I'm happy to be your first finisher, she said to the camera, but there could be no buts, said the head judge. If you are unwilling to perform your duties as outlined by the benefactor. Oh, I'm willing, sir. In fact, I'm more than willing. I'm eager. However, I do have one little request. Actually, to be honest, it's not really a request. It's more of a demand. Max wondered if her headstrong enthusiasm for a wild idea might do her in. The judge raised his bushy eyebrows. A demand? Yes, sir, and it's non-negotiable. We're talking 0 wiggle room. And what is this demand? Well, no offense to the brilliant scientists here in the room, or you, wise and magnificent benefactor. This time, she comically bowed at the camera. The main judge touched a clear earpiece that Max had noticed he was wearing. What is your demand? He said, repeating what someone, probably the benefactor, had just said to him. Well, it's pretty simple, said Max, focusing right into the camera. I want the other 8 contestants to be my team. They have to be my field crew. I don't mind if some of the adults help us with logistics and office stuff, but the kids you assembled here are absolutely brilliant. That's who I want with me, the best and the brightest. But they're children, said Professor Wong. Exactly right, said Max. They have no preconceived notions, no fixed ideas about how things have to be done. Their minds are open. They'll see the world with fresh eyes and attack problems with fresh ideas. And, if you ask me, that's exactly what this tired old world needs. As someone much smarter than me once said, a new type of thinking is essential if mankind is to survive and move toward higher levels. Max looked right into that camera again. So, do we have a deal, sir? I hope we have a deal. I love good deals. The room was silent. Everybody was staring up at the concealed security camera. Finally, the head judge touched his ear, and a moment later cleared his throat. Yes, he said, repeating what he heard through his earpiece. You have a deal. The other 8 contestants can be your field team. Woo-hoo! Said Max, giving the camera another arm pump. We won't let you down, I promise, or my name isn't Max Einstein. Ooh, that's the best news I've heard all day.